So unless you've been living under a very large rock in the anime community for the past few days, maybe even the past week or two, then you've probably heard the whole situation with the YouTuber Totally Not Mike or Totally Not Mark and Toei Animations. They, if you don't know, if you have not heard the whole debacle, if you're not into the whole news on the anime community, a YouTuber by the name of Totally Not Mark, who did, I think he did like reviews of Dragon Ball, the Dragon Ball series as like a whole, and maybe also some One Piece videos as well. Um, Reviewed a lot of Toei animation anime, and he recently had 150 of his videos hit with a copyright strike, just at once. Not over the course of a few years, not over the course of a few months, over like the span of like an hour or something. He had like 150 of his videos just hit and taken down, just because apparently Toei thinks that they violate the copyright somehow, that they violate copyright and that they fall out of fair use, which they don't. And since this whole dispute has happened, this whole takedown has happened, Totally Not Mark, I'm just going to start calling him Mark from now on. He's sort of been in contact with someone or a few people from Toei, and they've decided to reinstate 16 of the videos that were struck with the copyright claims. I at this point, Mark made a video stating that he feels the only people that are with him right now, despite being in contact with somebody from YouTube, he feels that the only people that are with him right now are people like me making videos like these to sort of say that they support him in this cause. Now, a lot of even people like Moist Critical and PewDiePie even are chiming in on this whole situation. I have not seen PewDiePie's take on it, but I've seen Charlie's video on it, or at least some of it, saying that it would take like 30 years, 3 decades, to try to go through and manually process all of these 150 videos, and that's, or maybe not 30 years, but it would certainly take a long time to go through and manually sort of check these videos and dispute the claims for copyright infringement. Every YouTuber knows at some point they've had a video hit with, or privated because of some sort of copyright infringement or some sort of fair use dispute. I've had a few myself in the past. I can't speak for every YouTuber, but I know how stressful it is. I don't even make money off of these videos, so I know the process that is required to go through and sort of dispute these claims, and it's with 2 or 3 videos, it's stressful. I can't even imagine 150 videos going through and manually doing that process and how long that would take. So I think Mark made a update video of this, and I saw part of it in Critical's video or analysis of this whole situation. And I guess Mark is trying to plead with Toei Animations to reinstate all 150 of his videos, but just block them from being viewed in Japan, which would be nice if someone could do the uploader of the videos could do on their end after uploading the videos or during the uploading process of the videos. But unfortunately, I don't think, as of the recording of this video, December 12th, 2021, there really is no way to do that from the perspective of the person uploading said video. It's either someone from YouTube themselves blocking content in a certain country or a certain region from a certain YouTube channel, or it's a company like Toei that can go in and say this video is fine, but we don't want people in this country viewing this content. So it might be different for each country or each region or whatever, but a lot of people are, as of currently, until this whole situation gets resolved, are boycotting Toei animations and really anything to do with Toei animations. And I think I'm also one of those people. As much as I want to see Dragon Ball Z, as much as I want to watch all of the other Dragon Balls, until this problem gets resolved, I don't think I can watch anything from Toei animations. So that is sort of, I know I'm just one person, and I know that my video won't change much, if anything, but I'm another person who is pleading to, or at least throwing my hat into the ring, so in support of Mark. Because as a fan of anime and manga, I really don't want to see anything bad to happen to anyone in this community, because there really is nothing wrong with talking about anime and really anything like that. If the videos and the content that you produce fall within the fair use loophole of copyright, I don't really want to call it a loophole, but as long as it falls within fair use, I don't see how a company like Toei can just go and carpet bomb someone else's videos for seemingly no reason. Somebody mentioned that it's due to the fact that Japanese animation companies like Toei Animations are somewhat intimidated by the internet, really, or they just don't understand it to a point where they're super comfortable with people discussing or using their content and sort of profiting off of it. Excuse me. Even I remember a few years back, Nintendo had a very big issue with people making gameplay videos with like Mario Kart and Mario Party and all these other Nintendo games, and they were going through and sort of copyright striking people for using their content, and or at least making gameplay videos with their video games, when literally no other game company had any issue with, people making gameplay videos of Call of Duty or BioShock or, all of these other games that are not Nintendo licensed IPs. It's the same way with Japanese animation companies. I think they just don't fully understand it, especially the older people in Japan. And I know because my parents are older, they don't really completely, they know how to use the internet, but they don't fully 100% understand the internet because they didn't grow up with it in the same way that I grew up with it. So I still don't know everything about the internet, but I know enough of the internet to know how, fair use copyright laws work, and to try to stay away from that stuff and all that. So maybe these executives at companies like Toei Animations and Nintendo just don't really fully understand the internet as of right now. So maybe Toei, I'm thinking Toei is, seeing somebody like Mark and a YouTube channel like Team 4 Star using their content and, manipulating it, making sort of dubs, overdubs of parodies, if you will, of their anime, or critiquing it and showing like 2 to 3 second snippets of clips of Dragon Ball or One Piece or whatever, and seeing that as these people stealing their content in a way, when it's not really like that, or not intended to be taken that way. And another thing is, mentioning Team 4 Star, they had, I think some of the people from Team 4 Star had cameos in Dragon Ball Kai at the same time that Toei Animations was sort of going around their back and copyright striking some of their YouTube videos. So there's people, it seems like there's people at Toei that are for it, and there's also people that are against it, kind of going off of what happened to Team 4 Star. But again, until this whole situation gets resolved, I don't think I'm going to be watching or reading anything from Toei Animations, or reading any Dragon Ball or anything that has to do with Toei. So that's kind of where I stand on that whole topic. So thank you so much for listening to my point of view, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, peace.